Today is June 15th, 2016. It's been 4 days since the Orlando shooting, and I'm filming this way before I'm going to post it. I'm not posting it today. I'm probably not going to post it for at least a week or two. But I needed to film it now. I needed to say it all right now before I just break down, because I can't take it anymore. I can't take these feelings that I've been home alone for the past week or so, and I haven't had any human contact since the shooting, and that really bothers me. And I've hardly talked about it with anybody except for when I bring it up with my friends, and even then I bring it up with people who are LGBT like me, and the only people I've seen posting about it are the friends that I know are gay. And my family, they don't seem to care that the people who died are LGBT. They just seem to care about the fact that the shooter was Muslim, and the fact that he had allegedly sworn allegiance to ISIS a couple days before on a 911 phone call. Whether or not that's true, I have no idea, because they won't release the call. But that's all my family seems to care about. They just care about the fact that he was Muslim and that he had pledged allegiance to ISIS, and that now they're afraid their guns are going to be taken away. And that's so crazy that they're more worried about their guns being taken away than the people that they know in their lives are gay and queer, and they don't want to make sure that they're okay. I haven't had any contact with my family except to argue that gun laws should be stricter, and that the guy who shot him up does not stand for all Muslims. And I've had to argue and fight and stand up for my own rights when I can't even say that they're my own rights, because I'm angry. I'm angry that 50 people were alive last week and now they're dead. I'm angry that a man who had been on the terrorist watch list for 2 years was able to obtain an AR-15, which is a military-grade weapon. It's made for combat, and no person should have the ability to kill 50 people in under 7 minutes. The reason he did this is even more horrendous, because he killed them because they were in a gay club. Because they had the audacity to be in a gay club during Pride Month. This is Pride Month. This is the month that we are supposed to be able to be out and proud and love who we are, and we can't do that anymore. It is so scary for us to be out and proud right now. From here on out, I'm not gonna hide. I'm not going to try and change who I am for the betterment of other people, because I am putting myself first. I'm putting myself first and other people second. Because I'm the only person who will be in my life for my whole life. Whether I live to be 40, whether I live to be 80, whether I live to be 120, I'm the only person who's going to be there that whole time. So I have to put myself first. I have to love myself. And it's taken me 19 years to learn how to love myself, and I still struggle. But this is what helps me learn to love myself. Putting on eyebrows and lipstick every day makes me feel confident. And yeah, I can feel confident without them, but why not be who I am unapologetically and still demand respect? It hurts. It hurts to know that 50 people were alive last week and now they're not anymore. It hurts me to think about how many people are going to be attending funerals this week. It hurts me to think about how many people will never see their children again, will never see their mothers again, will never see their brothers or sisters or friends or fiancés or wives or husbands. And it hurts me to think about that it could be me. It hurts to think that every single person in that club could have been me. And it hurts me to think about the fact that my family doesn't care about, I don't even know if they realize that it could be me. I keep saying this, but it could have been me. It could have been me every time I went to Stonewall. It could have been me every time Alliance had an event. It could have been me at every single Alliance meeting. It could have been me at Kim Davis rallies. It could have been me at literally any event where gays were gathered. It could have been me just walking down the street. Because I'm, like, I hate being stereotypical, but even just looking at me and listening to me for at least 5 minutes, I can't go 5 minutes without talking about how gay I am. And it hurts me to think that maybe some of those kids in that club weren't out yet. And that their parents will never hear their child say, "Mom, I'm gay," or "Mom, this is my boyfriend," or "my girlfriend," or "Dad, I'm queer." And it hurts that their families will be left wondering why they were there, and the fact that they may not ever fully know for real why they were there. So that's kind of why I'm making this video today, because well, people know that I'm not straight. There's like a vague understanding there that I'm not hetero. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of specifics that a lot of people don't know. And I'm here to tell you the specifics because I can't handle being in the closet anymore, not after what happened. I can't handle pretending that I'm straight and pretending that I'm this perfect girl that I'm not. I'm done. I can't. So this is a coming out video. It's to sort of in honor of the victims of Orlando. I will be out and proud because they can't be anymore. I will be authentically myself because they can't be anymore. Let's start with the gay thing. I am pansexual, which means that I don't care what gender you are. The definition of pansexual is attraction regardless of gender. I don't care what parts you have. I don't care what you look like. A good way, the most popular way I've seen pansexual explained is hearts, not parts, which I really love. But there's that. And then a lot of you seem to think that I'm a girl. A lot of you seem to think that because a doctor looked at me when I was a baby, when I was born, and looked at what was between my legs and said, "Oh, it's a girl," that he was correct. But that's not exactly true. I'm a boy. I'm transgender. For me to be able to say that now is really difficult because about a year and a half ago, I was just figuring it out. I was just trying to see who I was. I thought I was making it up. I thought I was being a special snowflake, and I thought I just wanted attention because that's what people told me, because I dared to be a boy who liked girly things. I dared to be a boy who still enjoyed wearing and doing makeup and wearing flower crowns and wearing dresses, and I have been known on more than one occasion to wear the most feminine outfit just to spite somebody who thought that I didn't deserve my pronouns to be respected. because I was really feminine. I have had to fight for my existence. I've had to correct teachers in college whenever they call my name on the first day. It fills me with such anxiety to say it's actually Theodore, because that's my name. My name is Theodore. It's not what I was assigned at birth. I reject that. I reject that I was assigned a name and a gender at birth. It fills me with such anxiety to tell people my name, because Theodore, people look at me and they expect some sort of really feminine name like Rose or Delilah or something, and they get Theodore, which is a really old-fashioned masculine name, and I can almost see the cogs turning in their heads. And then one of my friends calls me he in public, and that's when they really get you, because that's when they realize, oh, that's a trans person. And that is so scary, that moment of, oh, they know. Because in today's world, you never know if somebody wants to kill you just because of who you are. I've seen so many people get attacked. I've seen cisgender women be attacked because they weren't feminine enough and somebody thought they were a trans guy. I've seen trans men get attacked on my college campus. I know a man who was attacked on my college campus because I knew that he was transgender. And that is so terrifying. And it is so terrifying for me to sit here in front of this camera. I filmed this 10 times already. It's so terrifying for me to sit here and say that I'm transgender, knowing that I'm going to post it later for my family to watch. But I don't care. It's scary, but so what? I can't live in fear anymore of people finding out who I am. I can't live in fear anymore that somebody's going to kill me for who I am. I've had enough living in fear. Ever since I was a kid, I've lived in fear for reasons other than this, but I refuse. That's all there is to it. I refuse to live in fear, and I refuse to tolerate it's really hard because it's just really hard for me to sit here and say this, but I refuse to tolerate negativity. I refuse to tolerate homophobia. I refuse to tolerate transphobia. I refuse to tolerate ignorance and bigotry. If you know me at all, you know that I'm all about educating. I spent today trying to teach somebody what pansexual meant because they didn't know, because they thought it was just somebody who was bisexual who had special snowflake syndrome. I've had to teach so many people what it means to be transgender, what it means to be pansexual, what it means for me to be out and proud and in the world and dare to ask for people to call me he while wearing lipstick. And it shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't have, I understand looking at me, you're gonna think I'm a girl, but I shouldn't get comebacks and arguments that I'm not a boy once I explain it to them. I shouldn't have to live in fear of telling somebody that I'm a boy. I'm me. I'm a boy who loves makeup and dresses and flowers, and that's who I am. I'm not going to change who I am for anybody. And anybody else who thinks I should can just go fuck themselves. Because I'm not taking it, sorry for cursing, but I'm not dealing with it. I've had too many people try and tell me you can't be a boy because you still wear makeup. This is just a phase. Admit the fact that you're just making it all up. I've had people anonymously send me messages telling me that I don't deserve to have my pronouns respected because I don't dress the way that they want me to. I don't look like the way that they want me to, and I refuse to accept that. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to be me. I'm going to have pink hair, and I'm going to wear makeup, and I'm going to wear flower crowns, and I'm going to be me. And anybody who doesn't like that, I keep saying this, but anybody who doesn't like it can just leave. I'm coming out and saying that I am transgender. My name is Theodore Vincent James Reed. My pronouns are he, him, his, and if you don't like that, too bad, that's who I am. I'm not going to accept any kind of transphobia or homophobia in my life anymore. I came here to this video to express my feelings about the Orlando massacre and to come out to you as pansexual and as transgender. If you have any questions about this, I know you probably have a lot of questions, and I'll be happy to answer them so long as they aren't disgusting. You can just ask. But I refuse to live in hiding anymore. I refuse to hide who I am. I refuse to be anything but me.